Any pistol you want, no laser attachments, no attachments. Must be able to use a suppressor. You don't have to use a suppressor, but you are allowed to. And
Ready for
no
this
Mark
fight?
23 and no integrally suppressed.
Okay. You said I could use a suppressor, but I don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extra.
Will you ever see this coming?
Do paste it. Done. All right. So welcome to BCT. Uh, Clearly I'm M Waits. If you didn't catch that by now. It's my name on everything. The other guy in the server was Wheels. He's the server owner, like he said. Um,
Right.
so we're just gonna be going over. If you read it in the BCT information, some of the things you're gonna learn is mounting and dismounting of vehicles, the formations that we use, crossroad coverage, cover and concealment, bounding, breaching and clearing,
You ever
HVT
see yourself
captures,
doing
and jump
this?
training. Um, Anything that we do official, as far as like assignments, patrols, operations, uh, anything like that, you will start at this table. This is where you'll go over the plan, look at your map, put together a team, etc., etc. This is also where the team lead will assign you like your numbers. So like in this case for BCT, I'm gonna be one. You're gonna be the number two man. Um, we do that for the reasons of transportation and in the event that we have to split up in two-man teams. But for example, when we would go to
Ready for
move,
this
I would
fight?
say one moving, and then you would also say
Oh, two moving.
two moving. Yes. So this is where team lead would establish all of that. Any questions about that?
No, all clear.
Alrighty. So let me just double check. The form looks good. Handgun only. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. So in this case, we're going to move outside. And we'll go on to mounting and dismounting of vehicles. One moving.
Two moving.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and remove alpha point. Sorry. Making sure we were handling some business. Alright. Continuing.
13 clicks. Damn.
Oh, my back. Your back
Yeah, I
too, it
killed.
sounds like, man.
Yeah, I killed my back. My like, this back of my left side.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's on the
Alright.
back of my shoulder.
Cross it.
Crossing. I
So,
was in your stream as well for like 5 minutes before.
this is the standard overseer chopper. This is the standard chopper that you'll use for most operations that allow for vehicle usage, right? Uh,
Copy.
some of the bigger choppers that have guns and whatnot on them, you have to have special licenses for.
Yep.
Anyways, so when we enter and exit any vehicle, and in this case specifically a chopper, this is how it will go. This is the pilot seat. This is left one. This is left two. Tracking. On this side, it's a little bit different. If you're pilot licensed, this would be co-pilots. If you're not pilot licensed, it's right one. This will always be right two and right three. Tracking.
Notch.
The only nuance is in this seat, and that's if you're pilot licensed, it's co-pilot. If you're not, it's right one. Now, in the event that you, especially in this case, we are a two-man, so In this case, if you were to get on as the second man into the left 2 position, instead of getting on and saying left 2 on, you would get on, slide up, and say left 1 on.
Alright.
Tracking? You don't want to
Yep.
be out here looking funny sitting on left 2 for no reason. You always
Mm-hmm.
scoot up, and that gives your teammates a place to get on. Helps keep uniform and consistency in the event we need to exfil rapido.
Alright.
Now, in the event that you are the last man on, it is imperative that you say
Last
last
man.
man. Yeah, stand
Yep.
by. We do that for the reason of A, the pilot will not take off if he doesn't know he has all of his people. And B, if we're flying in the air and a rocket is coming after us and we have to bail, the pilot is not going to bail until he hears last man. He will go down with the chopper until he hears last man.
Hmm.
So always remember, if you're the first one in, or the last one in, last man out. And that
Alright.
applies to all ground vehicles as well. So everything that you learned here translates to ground vehicles as well.
Copy.
So any questions?
Nope, all good.
Cool. You want to fly us to Alpha?
Sure. Actually, quick question about the assignment. Am I still able to participate if I pass this or no?
If you pass BCT, yes. And real quick, you are not licensed to fly this aircraft, so you are not allowed to fly me.
I thought you said that you want to fly to Alpha, so I hopped in.
I did. It's just a little test I give people, but I just want you to be aware that in
Ah,
the event you went on the assignment and thought you could just take a chopper, somebody who has a higher rank than me, but also my rank included, would probably fail it because you weren't licensed to fly the aircraft. So I
alright.
just want you to be aware that once you get through BCT, you'll have access on how to get those licenses, etc. So
Copy.
in this case, I would be the pilot, so I would say pilot in. I would wait for the crew to get in. So you're welcome
I'll get
to.
in right one.
You can sit wherever you want, as long as you get in, call the number, and say last man.
Right one, last one.
Perfect. So in this next area, we'll first get into a couple of formations that we use, followed by crossroad coverage, cover and concealment, and bounding. Beyond that, we'll
How
go
do I
over.
turn down? How do I turn down this helicopters?
Stand by. You go into settings.
Audio.
You can also go in the party and change the game audio to quiet and the chat audio to louder.
Yeah, I'll do that. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, so in this next area, we'll start out with two formations that we use mainly. The crossroad coverage, cover and concealment with bounding. And then followed with that, we'll go with breaching and clearing, HVT training, and then we'll move on to jump training.
Gotcha.
How'd you get into Mill Summon?
What?
Says, how'd you get into Mill Summon?
When I get games like Breakpoint, I like to go run and gun like it's COD or something. Listen.
So you don't like to run and gun?
Not necessarily. I don't like to play games like these like they're COD.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think you'll find a nice balance of, so we call it loud, is when we play without suppressors, and then when we play stealth, obviously it's stealth, but I think you'll find a nice balance here.
I mean, I got no problem with going in loud, but I like so.
I think that's how a lot of us are. Most of us play stealth until we need to go loud. So I think you'll find a nice balance. It'll be fun.
So, how often do you guys host assignments?
So right now, so Wheels and Recon are the server owners. I think they're the ones currently writing the assignments. We're hoping to up that number soon so we can get more assignments out, but sometimes it's based off how active everyone is. If not a lot of people are active, it might be more time in between, but it's currently one assignment a week. But we do have what we call operational ops, which you'll figure out about in the Discord and whatnot. And then we have what we call standard 10-kilometer patrols, which have certain parameters that have to be met. But there's plenty of stuff to keep you busy.
Okay.
So, but the assignments themselves, we host those about once a week at the moment.
Another week is good. Not too overwhelming.
Nah, we want people to have fun playing everyone out.
Right, one out, last man out.
Nice. So, if you would, just post up behind me. It's gonna be pretty easy because it's just the two of us, but now you have it. This is what we call a column formation. It's pretty straightforward. See what I did there? Straightforward because it's a straight line. I'm so funny, yeah, I know. So,
Ha ha ha.
in all seriousness though, this is the standard column formation. Most foot patrols will be done in this formation. The other formation we have would be the staggered formation, in which case, get down Ezra.
Oh shit.
Prone camo if you will.
Yep.
They will send that shit on us.
These things come out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Does keep the game interesting.
Yep.
Alright, we're clear. So, again, when we have the staggered formation, typically we would use this when traveling along a road, right? So, when the team lead would call for stagger, the number 1 man and the number 3 man would stay in their position.
Mhm.
The number 2 man and number 4 man would stagger, and depending on which side of the road you're on would determine which side you stagger. So in this case, I'm going to have you move here.
Raj.
So you would stagger, and then ideally the number 3 man would be a little bit behind you, and then the number 4 man behind him, or vice
Okay.
versa. So it would be like a zigzag. You tracking?
Yep.
Got you. So, stack up with me in a column formation.
Raj.
In the event you come up to a road from a perpendicular angle, meaning like this from 90 degrees, the correct way to crossroad cover this would be for me as the number 1 man to pick up the northwest, and for you as the number 2 man to pick up the southeast. So I would say 1 holding northwest, you would say...
2 holding southeast.
Okay, so in this case we're a 2 man, so our proximity is fine, but ideally you would leave a little bit more of a space so that number 3 and number 4 could cross between us. We don't want them crossing in front of our muzzles in case we have to shoot. We don't want to shoot our people, we just want to shoot the bad guys. So about here would be adequate spacing.
Right.
Now, in the case that we only have 2 men, we would cross together. Normally we would hold for 3 and 4 to cross, and they would pick up as soon as we hear them say 3 covering, 4 covering, and set, then we are clear to move. And same deal, we would move in between the 2 of them, not beyond their muzzle fire. Tracking?
Yep.
Now, because there's the 2 of us, we're going to have to move together. So I would say 1 holding north, you would say...
2 holding south.
And then I would say clear, move, and we would both say moving. So in this case, clear, move, moving. And we would cross together. Does that make sense?
Okay, yep.
Because in the case that we don't have coverage, we still have to cover ourselves. So the both of us are still holding our sides and covering. Makes sense?
Yep.
All right, so cross the road again. Back on this side. Stack up
Awesome.
on me. Unfortunately for you, this one will be a little harder to demonstrate because there's only two of us, but in the event you're moving parallel to a road, so coming along the side of it, and you want to cross to the other side, same
Yep.
deal. Only the number 2 man isn't going to go all the way to the back of the line to cover, the number 4 man will. So in this case, number 1 would say, hold in northwest. In this case, you're number 2, and also the last man, you would say hold in southeast, and same deal. We would cross together in this case because we are 2. Makes sense?
Yep.
So, any questions on road crossing?
Nope, all good.
Cool deal, cool deal. So, I'm sure you're not blind, but do you have eyes along this fence line?
Yep.
Alright. Anywhere along that fence line, I want you to post up and take some cover.
Just like take cover
Yeah,
against the fence.
yep, anywhere along that fence line this side, just take some cover on it.
Alright.
Beautiful. Do you know why we cover here instead of here?
The fence is open. That you can see through the fence, get shot through the holes.
Yes, sir, that makes perfect sense. Appreciate you noticing that. You'd be surprised some people don't. Thank you for understanding.
Would it make sense try to hide from an enemy and then
Absolutely. So that
open
being said, always try to make sure that when you're in cover that you get as much concealment as possible. Get down for the chopper.
What the hell am I doing?
You're good. You're good.
Double. I held a circle instead of thumbs up.
All good. So, uh, now we're gonna go over bounding. So what we're gonna simulate is we're
Oh
stack.
shit.
Oh shit. Good.
This is my alarm. Yep. I'm good. I had an alarm on.
So stack up on me. What we're gonna simulate is we have an enemy on this balcony, right?
Mhm.
And so we, instead of just running in guns blazing, we prefer to do a tactical approach. Copying?
Copy.
So in this case, there's only two of us, so this
Mhm.
bounding will go pretty quick. But how it will go, ideally, the number 1 man will pick a position for the number 2 man. When the number 2 man moves, the number 2 man will pick a position for the number 3 man, and the cycle keeps going. When we get to number 4 man, it rotates back to number 1 man. Does that make sense?
So let me just get it straight. One picks for two, two
2
picks
picks for
for
3,
three,
3
three picks
picks
for
for
four.
4, and 4 picks for
It goes
1, and
back.
we rotate, and we just keep the
Okay,
circle
okay.
moving. Now,
Yep.
if I send you to a location as the number 2 man, right?
Mhm.
And you don't see an ideal position of cover for number 3, or you don't feel comfortable making that discretion, just
Mhm.
have number 3 man come to your location and scout together. 2 minds are better than 1.
Yep.
So in this case, I would say 1, move to that location, or sorry, 2, and you would say 2 moving, and you would move to that location.
Should I actually move her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, two moving.
So now you're trying to, again, we're trying to simulate there's a bad guy to this location. We're trying to sneak up on him tactically. So you don't have to
Mhm.
send me straight there, but you want to move me up closer to a better vantage, but also keeping me safe.
Uh-huh.
But also from a position that you can cover me safely so I'm not in your line of fire.
Right. Should I say one or should I say three? Because there's
No,
only
you
two
would
of us.
just, in this case, you would say 1. There's
Okay.
only 2 of us, yeah.
Uh, mm, what do I say again? Sorry.
Just be like 1 move. 1 move
Uh,
to ping.
one move to ping,
Perfect. So I would say 1 moving.
two cover.
Obviously, you would keep me covered.
Uh-huh.
So in this case, I would say, excuse me, 2 move beside that box. I didn't mean to do that.
You're good. Two moving.
Yeah, you covered.
Shot.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
And then you would pick a spot for
I'll just
me.
take him out. Okay. Not seeing anything.
So in this
Two
case,
move to my spot.
yeah, boom. So I would move to you.
Mhm.
Then, depending on which direction he was facing, we could stack up on that wall or we could move from this position. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yep. So in a case where I don't see a spot for three to move,
Hmm.
I would have three to come to me, and then would we choose where he goes together, or we just move up on a tango,
Yeah, so
take
you
him
choose
out?
where he goes together, or you would make a plan to get them together, and you would relay that to the team lead or to the number four man, so he knows to look out.
Raj.
Stand by, we may have enemy
Oh,
walking by.
there's some guy here.
Oh, I got him. I got him. Oh, you got him. That's cool. All right, bet. So we're gonna cover breaching now. Any questions about bounding?
Uh, that was bounding, right?
That was bounding. Yeah, the point system
Alright.
essentially.
Yep.
Move here, type deal. Any questions?
Oh, all clear.
I meant to ask you this, and I forgot to. So if you don't, I'll give you the opportunity to equip it now. But you should have flashbangs, grenades, and syringes equipped. If you do not,
I have syringes, flashbangs, and grenade. No, I
all
do
right, get
not
down,
have
get down, get
those.
down. There you go.
That's a third helicopter or drone. I think we're clear.
Cool. All right, so let's
I
move up.
only have syringes equipped.
Do you have EMP or not EMP, but flashbangs and grenades at all?
I'm not sure about that actually.
Do you know how to check?
Negative.
So go into your loadout.
Hmm.
At the very bottom, you should be able to click on your item wheel,
Yep.
and then click on an item that's not one of those items, and then
Hmm.
it should pull up all your stuff that you can equip.
Mm, oh, there we go. I could change it out.
Yeah.
Endurance ration basic. I really don't need that. Yep, I got the frag grenades.
What about the flashbangs?
I have an EMP grenade, frag grenade, sync shot drone. Negative, I don't have flash grenades.
You don't have flashbangs at all?
No.
Ooh, that's tough. Can you craft any? So
How
hit
do I
circle.
craft? Circle, yep.
It should be in your loadout
Oh, yep.
screen, and then right next to that is craft. Can
Crafts.
you craft any flashbangs?
You can use skill, blah, 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 blah. HSP requires. It's just putting me on it. Flashbangs. Yep, I see it, but I need explosive materials.
Okay, so you don't have any and you can't craft. That's fine. So in this case, you'll
Yep.
just have to play a different role, and that's fine.
Mhm.
So, in the case of we only have two people, in this case, one and two, one would stack on this side of the door, two would stack on this side of the door,
Raj.
three would stack behind one, followed by four. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Ordinarily, number three would be the flashbang man. Does that
Mhm.
make sense?
Yep.
So, in this case, I'm going to show you how we properly prep and release a flash. So normally the number one man would sit from a crouch position, and it's important that as the number one man you stay crouched, and as the number three man you would stay standing. That way, if I have to shoot, I'm not shooting your head off. You're still crouched. Does that make sense?
Yep. So two would stay crouched.
Two would stay standing, or crouched, just
Okay.
depending on what cover you have. In this case, you have plenty of cover. You would stay standing. It's only
Okay.
only the person that stacks on number one, because number one will always be crouched.
Okay.
So in this case, the proper way to prep and launch a flash would be as such. Flash prepped. And so in this case, you would step out just a little bit. You don't want to give away all your cover, obviously. So you step out from the wall just enough. You would say flash prepped. And when the time comes, you would say flash out. Right?
Okay. Yep.
So stack up on the door. The first breach that we're going to cover is called a cross breach, right?
Mhm.
So it's exactly like it sounds. You're just
Yep.
gonna cross. So I would throw the flash or the number three man, but in this case it'll be me.
Mhm.
Say flash prep, flash out. I would say as the number one man breaching, and I would breach all the way across northwest. I would
Right.
say northwest clear. I don't have anything. You would breach in right behind me. So as soon as I say breaching, you breach as well. One breaching, two breaching. Make sense?
Yep. Got it.
So when I breach, I cross to the northwest. Then when you breach, you cross to the southwest.
Southwest. Yep.
So go ahead and breach.
Okay.
Like, go ahead and
Two
make like
breaching.
you're breaching, yeah.
Uh,
So,
Southwest clear.
okay, so anytime you breach, stand by. Don't go in there yet.
Okay.
Anytime you breach into a room, you want to be looking for anything that an enemy can come out of. Doors, stairways, windows, elevators, anything that an enemy can walk out of, you want to note that. So in this case, when I walk in, I would say northwest is clear. You would walk in and say, I have a door southwest.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
And so you would move to the door and you would stack up as number one in this case because there's only two of us. And you would crouch down where I'm in my position. And then I would rotate around and stack up on you once I know the building is clear. So move back out to the front door.
Moving.
In the case of we only have two people, it's just on us. The number one man has most of the responsibility here. In a
Mhm.
perfect world, I cross north, you cross south. The number three man crosses west. The number four man pulls up, covers our six. Makes sense?
Yep.
In this case, we don't have that. So when I cross north and you cross south, I'm going to have to circle around, cover our six, and then stack up on you.
Right.
So, any questions? Because we're going to try this now, real time.
Nope. All good.
Alright, so in this case, I would say flash prepped, flash out, one breaching,
Two breaching.
north side clear.
Southwest clear. Southwest door.
Copy. Now you would move to stack on that door and make sure you crouch.
Stack.
Then I would say six is clear. I'd move up to stack on you. Now we're set to set for another breach. So in this case,
Right.
I'm going to prep a secondary flash.
Yep.
Flash prep, flash out. Boom. Now you would breach, and you
One
would go
breaching.
west, and then I got you on the
Southwest clear.
east. Boom.
Yep.
Now, let's stack up back on the front door. Gonna
Copy.
cover one more type of breach. That was a
Yep.
cross breach. Any questions on that?
Nope. All good.
Alright, so the next breach we're gonna cover is a wing breach. Only this time I'm not gonna waste my flashbangs because I'm gonna need them to help you.
Alright.
So, a wing breach is just the exact opposite of a cross breach. Instead of me moving across to the north, I'm gonna move to the south and cover the south wing, and you would move to the north and cover the north wing.
Okay.
So, boom, flash out, one breaching, south wing, south door. Make sure you breach behind me and tell me that north side is clear so I know you're not.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was supposed to do it that time. I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah,
just
yeah.
said.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just like, if we need to slow it down, I could slow it down a little, but
No, no,
that's
I'm
how
all
it would
good.
go. So it'd be like, boom, one breaching, south side
Two
clear.
breaching. North side clear.
I got south side door, stacking up,
Six clear. Stacking.
boom. Then I'm gonna say, boom, flash out, one breaching, west side clear,
Two breaching. East side clear.
boom, stand by. And that's how it would go. Any
Yep.
questions?
Nope. All good.
Alright, let me show you something. This is important for you to know and pay attention to details.
Hmm.
Do you see what this box says?
I can't. Yeah, explosives. Yep.
Do you see what this box says?
Says or has.
It says
Uh, Dynamite.
these two boxes are the same box, right?
Uh huh.
See this?
Yep.
I can do this all day long. If I shoot this box, it's gonna kill us both right
So,
now.
right.
I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's important to know if you're breaching a room like this or a building. That could draw enemies, that could kill the whole team, and we just don't know.
Okay.
So just a
Yep.
heads
I
up.
did not know that.
It's all good.
It's.
Okay, so we're gonna move out quickly to the left into a bush. Any questions on breaching?
Nope. All good.
Copy. So we're gonna have to get a little bit creative since you don't have flashbangs.
Yeah.
So do you have eyes on the two enemies, Alpha to the northwest?
To the northwest. Uh, positive. Yes, I do.
Okay, don't get spotted.
Yep.
So,
Actually, negative. They're behind the car.
A firm, I'm letting you know that it's a two-man patrol. They are
Yep.
both facing our direction.
Okay.
So
3 man
you're
back there.
so you, 3 man back where?
On Bravo, I pinged it. Northwest on the road.
Got you, got you. I have eyes.
Yep.
So this is what's gonna happen. Since you don't have flashes, I'm
Hmm.
gonna tell you what I want. I'm gonna throw a bullet lure. Your job is
Copy.
gonna be to take one of them with a pistol and one of them CQC.
All right.
Actually, negative. I want you to take both CQC. Tracking.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the bullet lure,
Hmm.
and I'll let you know when you're clear to move.
Copy. I'm worried about that 3 man patrol back there seeing me.
Don't sweat that. If they go loud, I'll take care of them for you.
Copy.
Don't trip. All right. So you ready?
Yep. All
I'm gonna
good.
throw the bullet lure beyond them and face them the other direction. I want you to move in and take them out quietly.
Copy.
On you. If you hear an Azrael move in, you can get down low.
Yep. 2 moving. Oh shit. Good. One tango down. He's facing me. He's down. He turned around.
Copy. That's alright. We're gonna go mess with the 3 men now.
Copy.
I'm
Reloading.
giving you a little extra because you don't have flashbangs, so we're gonna have to work a little harder.
Yeah.
It's alright though. Same deal. I'm gonna throw a bullet lure.
All 3 CQC.
Negative. I'm gonna take one, you're gonna take two.
Copy.
Move on me.
Both CQC or just
Yeah, both CQC.
copy.
When I tell you to move, don't
Mhm.
hesitate. Trust me.
Copy.
Bullet lure out. Alright. You take the front two, I'm gonna take the buddy, the far away one. Take these two now.
Copy. With my pistol or CQC?
CQC.
Copy. One down.
It's my bad. Buddy glitched on us. It's all good though.
All good.
Alright, move on my 6.
Moving.
Let's double time it.
Yep. Double time.
You have eyes on the tower to the south.
Positive.
Are you... oh wait, be advised there's a 3 man or 2 man to the west. Just bypass for now.
West.
We'll get down chopper.
Coming up.
Do you know how to capture enemies in this game?
Capture?
Yeah, like take them alive?
Like you mean like take him as a body shield or?
Yeah.
I believe so.
So you walk up to them and hold down square.
Ah, okay, yep.
So if you hit R3 is CQC, but if you hold down square, you will grab them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Alright, so what we're gonna do, what you're gonna do, I'm gonna help because in this case you don't have flashbangs.
Mhm.
Alpha Mark in the tower is a radio operator.
Okay.
Radio operator is what we would consider an HVT or a high value target.
Uh,
The other HVTs for this milsim are the Bagman and the Red Hat Commander. And they are labeled Commander and Bagman. Those are their names. So if you
okay.
have a mission that requires you to capture an HVT or to whatever with an HVT, those are the HVTs that are acceptable.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move up this tower. I'm
Uh,
gonna flashbang the 2 enemies at the top.
mhm.
Your job is to kill the 1 rifleman and take the radio operator alive
As a body shield.
as a body shield.
Raj. You said hold down square, right?
Yep. And actually, you're gonna do this without flashes, because unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that for you. So,
Raj.
you do have bullet lures. That would be my only suggestion, but without flashbangs, you're gonna have to get creative.
Raj. I clear to move?
You are clear to move. I'll be
Alright,
watching with the drone, so
Raj. Is just 2 in the tower?
I confirm 2. So kill the rifleman, take Alpha alive.
Could you ping Alpha 1?
Oh, he's marked.
Alright.
Do you not see the alpha mark over his head?
Yes I do.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yep, all good. Ooh, 2, I'm at the top.
All right, it's on you. I'm just watching.
Copy. Do I have to do CQC on Rifleman?
It does not matter to me how you accomplish that. Just make sure you bring alpha to me alive.
What the hell? My game's... Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep, you down? Just so when you go down in this museum, just say I'm down and then stay quiet.
That did not work at all.
That's right. So in this case, just stay quiet and stay down. I'll move in to pick you up.
So quick question, if you're sprinting and you hold down
Stand by,
square...
stand by, stand by. You dead, bro.
Oh yeah, my fault.
One moving up.
Wait, what? Yeah, something's out there making noise. Wait, how strange is that? Let's go look. I got nothing. I haven't seen anything yet. Not a damn thing so far. Continuing the search. What? Eyes on enemy shooter! I'm gonna send you straight to hell!
I got him.
Perfect.
Okay. So, should I revive you or should I knock him out?
Okay, so
first?
stand by. So in this case, as the instructor, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. So I need you to screenshot a picture of your face and his face,
Okay.
and then send that screenshot to this BCT chat party that we're in on the PlayStation.
Garage.
Let me know when you send it.
Yep. Also, a quick question. So
Yeah.
if you're sprinting at someone,
Uh-huh.
if you hold square trying to capture them, you can't capture them while you're sprinting, right? You have to be like stationary.
You might have to be stationary. I know
Oh,
also
okay.
it does help sometimes if you aim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I straight like sprinted at him, and then I held square down while I was sprinting. So that's what might have why not it worked. Alright, send.
Stand by. Okay. Perfect. Alright, you are clear to knock him out, my man.
Alright.
And make sure to put 2 bullets in his head. It's not necessary, but in this mill sim, we try to simulate that's only knocking him out, so make sure you shoot that motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Alright.
you will learn this. I'm going to explain this to you now in BCT though. Ordinarily, you would not be able to pick me up on site, nor would
Okay.
I. It's okay, you can pick me up right now.
Oh, okay. Alright.
But generally, the medic operator is the only one who can pick up a teammate on site, no matter the situation.
Okay, so
Otherwise, you pick me up over your shoulders, move me 5 feet, and then you can set me down and revive me. But ideally, you would move me somewhere to a place of cover
alright.
and then heal me. So go ahead and heal if you have syringes.
Yeah, I do. So basically every assignment there's always gonna be a medic on the team.
Not necessarily. That's up to the
Okay.
team lead, and team lead discretion. I will say that if you're on my team, if no one volunteers for medic, I will either assign a medic or I will play medic myself. I do not run without a
Alright.
medic.
Okay. Good to know.
But it is not necessarily quote unquote required to have a medic.
Raj.
Alright, we're gonna move back to the chopper.
Alright. Do we moving?
Yeah, we're on. Any questions about HVT captures or what counts as HVTs?
So could you just repeat the HVT targets
Yeah,
real quick?
so they are the radio operator, the bagman, and the commander. The commander will always be wearing a red hat.
Alright.
Move up with me. Move up with me.
Nothing
Yep,
else
moving.
to do? I'm with you.
You take the bagman on the left-hand
All
side.
right, keep looking, but so far, man, I
Capture
don't see
him?
a damn thing.
Nah, just shoot him.
Okay.
Damn.
Nice.
Very nice.
So Bagman is the guys with the red hat?
No, that's the commander. So come look at this guy right here, though. This guy right here with the beret.
Yep.
That's a bagman.
Ah, okay.
Radio op will always be the guy with the radio backpack that calls reinforcements.
Okay.
Alright, let's double time it.
Raj. And then what's the last one look like?
That's the red hat commander. He will actually have a red beret on every
Okay,
time.
so Bagman, just guy with the beret, commander, red beret, and Bagman, radio operator.
A radio operator. He's with the radio backpack.
Got it.
So pilot in.
Okay. Right one, last man.
So on a scale from easy, intermediate, expert, what would you rate your parachuting skills?
Easy being like
You
good
suck,
at it,
or expert being you're great?
I'd say intermediate or low,
Okay, that's cool.
average, I guess.
That's no issues.
If you give me a ping beforehand jumping out.
Oh, we're gonna go over the whole thing, I promise. So, see this baseball field?
Talking myself on that.
Everybody out? So,
2 out.
the objective is to land on this pitcher's mound area.
Mirage.
This is a pass.
Mhm.
You land in this grass.
Yep.
It's also a pass, but you have to owe me 20 up and downs. I'll demonstrate for you. 1,
Yeah.
yeah. Now,
2.
I'm gonna go ahead and caveat this with beyond this point in the milsim ever, unless you're a complete asshole or do something completely heinous or outrageous, you won't have to do up and downs again. It's not a thing we do regularly.
Mirage.
Just don't be a dick. Also, you should not have your assault rifle equipped. It should be
Oh
unequipped.
crap.
I thought we did that in Air 1, yeah.
Yeah, I did too. My bad. I had it unequipped before. Alright, there we go.
Thank you. So, if you land in this area or this area, it's a fail. You owe me the 20 up and downs, and you have to do it again.
Okay.
Now, in this case, we don't have anyone to stand here to see if you make it, so we're gonna jump together.
Ouch.
You don't have to beat me, but it's brownie points to me if you do.
Okay. Let me just move the M4 over here so that I don't pick it up or something.
That's fine.
Unequip. There we go.
Oh, it's thundering.
Yeah, I can hear that. Wait on, pilot.
My bad, bro. My sister's in the middle of labor and about to have a baby. I was getting updates.
Oh shit. Congrats.
Pilot in.
Yep. R1 in. Last man.
So again, in this instance, we don't have anybody to check the landing, so we'll jump together.
You said you have the baby or your sister?
My sister.
Uh,
She's the younger of us, though. So first grandchild for my parents.
oh, nice. Congrats.
My brother is gay, so I don't know if that's the thing or not. Don't think he'll be having kids anytime soon.
Okay.
And me and my wife, we're chilling. We don't want no kids right now.
Okay.
Alright, so this is approximately, give or take, 1,500 meters. Right?
She's.
This is what we would consider intermediate jump. Expert would be 2,000 plus. You'd be above the clouds.
Yep.
Do you know the difference between a hey-ho jump and a hey-low jump?
Hey ho. No, I don't.
So hey-ho stands for high altitude, high opening. So you would jump, and then, like, if for example, jumping from a helicopter, you would jump and immediately open your chute. Hey-low is the exact opposite. High altitude, low opening. Low opening for us is considered 200 meters or less, give or take. So, in this case, we're going to be performing a hey-low jump. So the idea is for us to dive down to the green, land on the mat, and open low. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, anytime you're in a helichopper, you'll wait for the pilot to announce either everyone out or everyone is clear to jump, or he will call individual seating. Right one is clear, right two is clear, etc. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. So again, in this case, we're gonna jump together. You don't have to beat me. There's brownie points if you do. And again, low opening. Don't open it too high.
Yep. So when I jump out, I say 2 out.
Yeah, you'll just say right one out. In this case, I'll say pilot out. Probably last man. I'll let you go first.
Yep.
And yeah, so in this case, right one, you're clear to jump on your time.
Okay, let me just wipe my sweaty hands off.
Oh, don't be sweaty, bro. You got this.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Right one out. And my mask on completely
Last
opposite
man.
way. Ouch.
Don't forget last
shit.
man.
I deployed trying to ping, so I would know.
Go ahead and just land on the ground. I'll pick you up.
Alright.
Try not to ping. You're aiming for the baseball field.
Alright, my fault.
You good? I'm gonna let that one go. The next one, you owe me up and downs.
Alright.
Try to land on the beach if you can. So it's easier for me to pick you up.
Oh, yep, gotcha. Right one, last man.
So it's just to our northwest. You should have eyes on the baseball field.
Yep, I got this. So,
Alright, so at this time, right one, you're clear to jump.
one sec, I'm just trying to make sure if I'm... Oh, yep, there we go, I see it.
Here, let me turn the chopper if that'll make it a little easier for you.
Yep, I'm good. Yep.
Alright, you're clear to jump on your own time?
Alright, I can make it from here, right?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay. Right one out.
Last man,
Launch.
pilot out. Alright, chopper's gone. Try not to miss. I'm gonna have to go get us another chopper while you do up downs.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
I got
He's not
faith, my
going
boy.
too forward, he's just going down.
You can hold back on the stick. That'll help give you some.
Okay. I'm trying my best.
I mean, I'm about to make it, so I know. Like I said, I know it can be done.
Can I open my chute?
Pull it when you're close. Like for
Yep.
me, I'm pulling mine about now. Shoot
I
out.
was about like 70 meters off.
Boots on ground.
And I'm not making that.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Oh, you didn't make it. All right.
A little too early.
So I'm gonna let you do the up downs, and you have to count them out loud. 20. I'm gonna go get
1,
us another chopper. Stand by.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, do I accept that regroup call?
Negative, negative. I'm just grabbing the chopper.
All good.
Stand by, grabbing chopper.
Copy. I'm not sure if I told you or not. I only got the game like 4 days ago now, so I'm
That's
not
all
used
good.
to everything.
Oh, it's all good, man. When I took BCT like a long time ago, it took me 2 hours to get this part right.
Damn, 2 hours just for this part.
Not just this part. It took me 2 hours for the whole BCT, but it took me like a good 45 minutes to land this jump. Some tips would be when you pull the chute, try not to pull so far back on the stick. It will give you a little bit of boost, but ultimately it costs you a ton of elevation.
So when I pull my chute, try not to pull back too far.
Trying to pull back too far. If you pull back just ever slightly, that'll help you maintain elevation really well. And then when you're flying down no parachute, same kind of deal. If you pull back, it helps you keep elevation more. If you push forward, it's gonna obviously push you down faster.
What I usually do, what I tried doing was pushing down to get some speed and then pushing right back up all the way.
Yeah, you can, if you work it like that a little bit and play with it and find the sweet spot, you can do that.
Yeah, I was just pushing it all the way down and then pushing all the way back.
Alright. So make sure when you jump, you always call last man. Because again, in the event we're in this thing and a rocket's coming at us, if you don't say last man, I'm getting blown up with this chopper.
Okay.
You don't want me to get blown up, because then I can't pick us up. Then we're fucked. So, alright, if you're
So
clear,
in this case,
what's up?
in this case you would say last man. Correct.
No. The pilot will never say last man. He will always be
Okay.
ultimately the last man out, but he will not jump until he hears last man.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, makes sense.
Gotcha. So at this time, right when you're clear to jump.
Okay, one sec, could you angle to the left a little bit more? Yeah, there we go. That
Yep.
should be good. Alright. Right one out, last man.
Perfect. Pilot out. Zoom. Zoom. Shoot out.
Shoot out.
Boots on the ground.
Perfect. I landed in the middle, but then
You
I
did,
rolled
you
out.
did, you did. No, we
Yeah.
go by where the feet land, not where the roll land.
Raj, I landed like I'd say
Yeah,
right
no,
about there.
no. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome.
Third time's
So,
a charm.
it is. In this case, you said you don't have the goggles, right? Or the army jacket?
Negative, I do not.
Okay, so in this case, I have a bivouac marked Alpha. Go ahead and fast travel to that.
Sorry. Yep. Fast travel. I'll just wait for you to pop up and then, oh, I see it. Uh, there we go. You alright if I go get a quick drink of water real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll be
For sure,
right
my
back.
boy.
Be right back.
Yep.
Yo, I'm back.
Alright, perfect. So we are going to move to this base. One moving.
Two moving. You said we're gonna clear base?
We don't necessarily have to clear it. We're gonna move in quietly with our handguns and get you these goggles real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if you have that particular setting on your map for the loot.
I do.
Do
Yes,
you
I can
have
see it.
your binoculars equipped at all?
I do. Positive.
So take a look at that guy just southeast of us.
South.
You see the red hat?
East. Once. How do I zoom in? Oh, R2. Up on the balcony?
Yep.
Yep, I got eyes.
That's a red hat commander. That's what I mean when I say red hat commander HVT.
Raj.
So we're gonna move into that building though and secure your goggles.
Raj moving. So, do we always, if we see HVT, we always have to capture them?
Not necessarily. Um, so uh, in the event of doing a patrol, if you're clearing a base for the base to count, it must have an HVT on site. I
Huh.
believe these might be the goggles. Let me know.
Raj. What am I looking for?
The NVG goggles.
Oh, yep, I got them.
Perfect.
PS15 ATN.
And you have the M4A1, correct?
Positive, I do.
Okay, so if you look on the map, on the east side of the map,
On my attack map?
yeah, tech map.
Hey.
I have you'll see where I fast travel to that BB.
Raj. Are
Um,
you in the channels?
it's on the east side where I have that. It's just west of the point I marked.
Okay. Fast travel. I'm kind of. Oh, I see it. There we go.
Um, Now to answer your question, you don't have to always capture them. Like in my branch that I run, I prefer that we capture as many when we see them, but it's not required. But more often than not, you'll be
Okay.
required to capture at least one per whatever you're doing. One movement. Oh,
Okay.
I'll stand by. I'll wait for you.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were
So you
loading.
just need to capture one per op?
Generally, depend, and sometimes that's specific. Sometimes it's branch specific, but more often, like as the infantry division, it'll just usually be at least one.
Okay. So how many branches are there?
Right now, we have three. We
Okay,
have
and
USMC, we have the Fifth Special Forces, and then United Naval Special Warfare
okay.
Command, aka
Which,
SEALs.
yeah, which one do you run?
I run the SEALs one.
Let's, nice. I'm probably gonna go. Yeah, I can apply for SEALs, right?
My shit's hard, but yes, anybody can apply for it. But we'll go through that
Gosh.
when we get out of this. You'll have a little bit
Okay.
more access to the Discord. So we're
Gosh.
gonna move towards Alpha to Behemoth base. So
Ooh, I've never taken out a behemoth before.
well, there's a good chance we're probably not gonna take this one out either.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna create a situation for you to get in and get what you need, and then we're gonna get out.
Okay.
I'm technically equipped to take on a Behemoth, but not by myself, especially with you and only a pistol.
Yep.
You have grenades, which that's why we have you equip them, but I think we can accomplish this without using that stuff.
Alright. Also, a quick question: Is there like training for every different branch before you can like get accepted
Uh,
into?
Sort of. So there's requirements to get out of infantry, and then to
Mhm.
get out of infantry into my branch specifically, there's extra requirements. But each branch more than likely will have some form of its own training,
Huh.
and then we do have different courses and certifications that you go through to get certified to be able to do things.
Oh, okay. So you can't apply for a branch until you're out of infantry division?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And
It's
how
not
long does
hard.
that usually take?
It just depends. It's not uber hard. You have to get your
Oh, okay.
ASR certification, your COM certification, and participate in 2 assignments.
Okay. Sorry, how many assignments?
2.
Two? Okay.
What's up,
When's
Wiz?
this upcoming one?
I don't know exactly what it is yet. I haven't looked over it, but I know
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's posted. So as long as you sign up for a team, you can get a team together and run it. As long as you guys
Right.
are meeting all the parameters.
Hello, pilots. You guys still streaming?
We are, but we're just running to get the army jacket real quick.
Copy that.
So you said I gotta like make my own little team to run the op with?
You don't have to necessarily make your own team. You can join a team that's already up as long as they have space for you. I will
Oh,
say
okay.
that if you don't have the team lead cert, that you can't team lead it, but you can still be on a team with someone that has team lead.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
There should also be a skill point on this site. So,
Alright.
oh shit.
Oh,
Continue then, fellas. I will stay mute.
what's another one?
Damn it. That sucks.
There's more moving in. I'm down. This is kinda all you only got a pistol.
It's alright, move up to the vehicles and get some cover.
Gotcha. Going down.
This sucks. I do not want to be spotted right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and heal if you have syringes.
Yep. Just gonna pop a bandage real quick.
Do you not have your syringes heal injuries on?
I do. I do.
Okay, I'm just making sure because you're allowed to use that.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's move towards the behemoth. When moving.
Gotcha. Oh, I'm getting spotted.
Where? Where from?
Uh, southeast.
Eyes on, eyes on.
He's down.
Let's keep moving.
To
Crouch down in this bush.
Yep.
Stand by, I need to grab some
There's one
materials.
more.
You're clear to take them if you got them. I need to craft some EMPs real quick.
Yeah, his pistol's horrible. Not shot.
No, he's still up. Let's push up.
Okay. Gotcha.
Good job. Alright. Let's move up.
So we're moving.
Alright, so again, the way I remember it, there's probably going to be a skill point and the army jacket. So I'm going to throw an EMP. It's going to stun the thing. You're going to run in, get the loot, crouch down.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, why do I need the army jacket if you...
It's part of the uniform for infantry division.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to throw the EMP. Stand by.
Gotcha. Where's the things at? Up there?
Yep, go ahead and run.
Two
Go ahead.
moving.
Good. EMP out. Keep running. Just keep running. Don't worry about the robot. Let me know when you got both.
Roach, grabbing one chest. Got the skill credits or points. Climbing ladder.
Once you get it, fast travel to Erewhon.
Roach. Got it.
Alright, let me know when you're fast traveling.
Roach. Gosh, I'm good.
Fast traveling out. Nice job, my man.
Thank you.
Well done. Good job. Stand by. Let me get back to Erewhon with you.
Roach.
Stand by live streaming.
Oh, we're done with BCT?
Almost.
Okay. Wait, we've been doing this for an hour and 20 minutes?
It's not bad, right?
Damn, I thought it was like 40 minutes.
Alright, so I'm cutting this. Actually, an hour 8 on my screen. That's not bad. So cutting the light.